Our company is 177 years old, and we have a long history of giving back to those communities in which Deere does business. We have a very active John Deere Foundation that provides funding to worthwhile causes, and we especially focus on those things that are important to our employee groups. And we do this in every community where John Deere participates, and Des Moines is no exception. All three of the John Deere units in Des Moines banded together to try to leverage our contributions in the community to a greater extent. And one of the things that our group that's responsible for deciding on contributions felt very strongly about was a continued participation in JDRF, because it was not only meaningful to the community, but it was very meaningful to the employees and their families that were impacted by type 1 diabetes.
All our employees appreciate the opportunity to give back to the communities. It's the areas that we live in that you see the direct impact of your volunteerism. As you engage in the teams and with the community, I've found all the employees, myself and teammates, have all very much appreciated the impact it has on their own personal lives, but seeing the impact that it has on so many others.
I came to work for John Deere from one of our big competitors. And the reason I came to John Deere was because it had a lot of the same values and characteristics that I believed in. John Deere really stands for hard work and integrity, has a great core values, just things that I really respect, and I have a lot of a love for this company and what it does. And to see this company that means so much and I have so much respect for, tying itself to a cause that is so personal to me really meant a lot.
At the end of the day, when we look back on our careers, we're going to ultimately think about our time spent in three ways. First is did we provide meaningful work to the world? Secondly, did we master, did we do something very good with our skills? And lastly, did we give back? And it's that third part about giving back is what JDRF provides us a great opportunity to do in our communities.
John Deere has the choice to support a lot of really great organizations, charitable organizations, particularly those in our area. And to have John Deere support JDRF has a significant personal impact on me, because it's not just John Deere choosing to support a really great charitable organization, but it's having John Deere support my child, my coworker's child, and my friend's child.
I'm a big fan of science. I think it's super cool, and the fact that JDRF is trying to eradicate type 1 diabetes, just like we did with polio a long time ago, spoke to me. When we're fighting diseases, we want them gone for good. We should treat the people who have it now, but we want to make sure the future generations never have it.
I support JDRF, of course, first and foremost for my son, because he does all the heavy lifting. I got to do something to help out.
The impact that JDRF has on myself, my daughter, and my family is it's so important for her to take care of herself every day, and it's hard when you have diabetes. But because we know there's hope, there's going to be a cure, it's her motivation that when that cure comes, she's ready for it, and she's in the best health to take full advantage of it. That means a lot to us.
We choose to support JDRF fundamentally because we have a child with type 1 diabetes, and ultimately we want a cure for her, and that's what this organization is all about. But beyond that, JDRF also looks to provide advancements to the day-to-day life of the children and adults with type 1 diabetes along the way, and they provide educational programs and other programs to those folks with this disease as well. This organization is an organization that raises money extremely effectively and efficiently, and nationally over 80% of everything that they earn goes directly into research, which is, I think, extremely important for us to all understand and know. So it's a great organization for us to support because of how they operate their business, and it's a great organization for us to support personally because we believe in what they do, and we really need them to be successful for our child and the other children that have the disease that she has.
John Deere is especially pleased to be honored this year with the Star of Hope Award. John Deere has been a longtime participant in JDRF, and this award really recognizes no one individual, but really represents the commitment of the entire company. I think we had the largest walk team in JDRF history, at least in Des Moines, with about 800 some people walking, and we raised a lot of money, but most importantly, our employees recognize the value that the organization brings, and we recognize, how impactful this organization can be for the lives of children and adults with type 1 diabetes across the country, and it's humbling to be able to play even a small part in eradicating this disease that impacts so many lives.